Good morning, students. Everyone is joined. Am I audible?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. How many students joined? 24. Okay, everyone be with your copy and pen. Okay, today we will be solving some numerical problems. Be with your pen, copy, and calculator. Bring your calculators also with you. You are able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, everyone, can you just tell me how many participants are here right now? How many students are here? The total number I cannot see because I am doing the screen recording.
31.
31. Okay, okay. Then we can start. Okay. Okay. So today we will study about your population forecasting method. Last class we did all the that numerical we have completed. We have known about your all the demands. We have known about what type of drafts are there. We have learned all about those things. Okay. So now after knowing all those demands, so today we will discuss about your population forecasting method. You can write down the topic name. Population forecasting method. Okay, so before explaining your population forecasting method, I would like to tell you something about a term known as your design period. Okay, there is one term you will get or you should know about the term is known as your design period, that is used in your water supply scheme. Okay, so what is design period? Suppose the water supply components or the all those dams, reservoirs, or you can say those underground pipes in which we see in our no water supply means the underground pipes and all those things. Those things, it is made for a larger period, because those things, those pipes, those dams, those reservoirs, it cannot be replaced easily. Okay, it needs time and also it needs money. Okay, it's a huge expenditure. So those things, it cannot be, suppose your today they are making it, and after 1 year or 2 year they are again changing it because some defect is there, or the population it has become more, so they need to make it again, they need to make it. So that cannot happen because it is a very costly thing, first of all, and also it is taking much time. Okay, so it is not easy. So for that, always when an engineer, they try to they when they construct a water supply components or water supply scheme, so what they do, they always consider a period of time. Okay, they always suppose the pipes. Okay, the pipes, they are constructing the pipe, they have to they have to know the diameter of the pipe. Okay, what should be the diameter, so all those things they are considering by but consider they by calculating, taking account of the population. Okay, so suppose if he makes the pipe, if he design the pipe in such a way that only he is taking account the population of only today. Okay, suppose this year population is, suppose 1 lakh, I am just giving you an example. Suppose 1 lakh population is here in this year, so he is considering only 1 lakh population, and he started to design the pipe. Okay, according to that 1 lakh population, he is giving some diameter to that pipe, and he started constructing it, and the pipeline is ready. But today in this year the population is 1 lakh, but will the population remain 1 lakh in the next 5 years? No. Okay, the population, it will increase, it might decrease also. If it is decreased, then it's okay, but if it increases, okay, if it becomes 3 lakh, 4 lakh, 5 lakh, so will that pipe with that diameter and with that dimensions, will it serve the community needs? Obviously no. Okay, so for all those purpose, what it is done, population forecasting is done. So what is population forecasting? Like when he is constructing that pipe, he needs to consider the population of at least next 5 years. Okay, 5 or 10 years you can say. He is considering the population of the next 5 or 10 years with some methods. Okay, so there are some forecasting methods. With the help of those methods, or you can say those methods are not that accurate, but it gives a probability. Okay, it gives a means you can say estimate. Okay, so they with the help of those methods, he calculate the population for the next 5, for the next 10 years, whatever how much years populations he needs, he calculates it, and after that he construct his pipe. Okay, so that that pipeline, it serves the needs of the community for the future. Okay, so that is your population forecasting method. For that we need your population forecasting method. And I was also talking about your design period. Design period, it is also same, the period, the time which he takes for, like suppose for x years he is constructing the pipeline. Okay, for suppose x years he is constructing the pipeline, so that means that pipeline, it will serve the needs of the community for by the end of the x years. Okay, so that time period, okay, for which the pipeline it is designed, okay, for which the water supply scheme it is designed, it is known as your design period. Okay, so basically a water supply scheme, it is having a design period of 30 years. Okay, you can remember this. A water supply scheme, it is having a design period of 30 years, 30. Okay, so now you know what you have known about your design period, and also what is the need for doing population forecasting. I already told just now. Okay, so there are different methods for doing population forecasting. Okay, so these are the methods. These are the methods: arithmetic increase method, geometric increase method, incremental increase method, decreasing rate of growth method, simple graphical method, comparative graphical method, ratio method, and logistic curve method. If you want, you can write it down. The population forecasting methods, these are the population forecasting methods. Are you writing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, write down, write down. Finish writing.
For me, I'm done.
Done. Okay. Giving you 1 more minute. Write down. Okay. So now we will discuss about your, all these methods we won't be covering in your syllabus, only the first three methods. This arithmetic increase method, geometric increase method, and incremental increase method we will covering in your syllabus. Okay, but you should know the names. What methods are there for your population forecasting? You should know the names. Okay, so first three we will be covering up. Your first one is your arithmetic increase method. Okay, so I'm just first I will tell you in a brief. Okay, what these three methods are, where these three methods are used. Okay, so arithmetic increase method, it is used in a city or a town, you can say, where the population, it is the rate of growth of population. Okay, the growth of population is constant. Okay, that means arithmetic increase method, it is used in a already developed country. Okay, the city or the country, or whatever it is already developed, it is further, it is not increasing. Okay, all the industries, all the whatever, all the shops or whatever things are there, it is already there, it will not increase anymore. Okay, so in those type of cities or old cities, you can say arithmetic increase method is used. Am I clear? Now your geometric increase method, geometric increase method is used where, it is used in a city where the population, it is increasing or decreasing. Okay, sorry, just 1 minute, just 1 minute. geometric increase method was, let's see, it was increasing, I guess. Yeah, geometric increase method is the population is increasing. Okay, it is used in a city where the population of that city or that town or that country, whatever it is increasing. Okay, and incremental increase method is what? It is used in a city where the population, it might increase or it might decrease. The conditions are those. Okay, in arithmetic increase method, the population, it is constant, the rate of growth of population, it is constant, that the population, it will not increase anymore. Okay, it is already the city is already developed. Okay, so in geometric increase method, the population, it is increasing day by day. Okay, and in incremental increase method, in that city the population, it might increase or it might decrease also. Okay, so in these conditions your arithmetic, geometrical and incremental increase methods are used. So first let us learn about your arithmetic increase method. Okay, so this one, you can write down just now. Whatever what I have told is just written here. Okay, this method is based on the assumption that the population increases at a constant rate, or that is dp by dt is equal to constant. P is your population here. Okay, so P is your population. The population with time, with respect to time, it is constant. That means the population, it is not increasing anymore. Okay, and this formula is your arithmetic increase method formula. Write it down. Pn is equal to P naught plus nx bar, where your Pn is equal to forecasted population after n decades. That means, suppose in your question you are asked to find out the population for suppose 1980, 1990 or 2000, then that 2000, 1980, that will be your n. Okay, so it is telling to forecasted population after n decades. And in your all these methods, we are taking the years to be decades. Okay, can anyone tell me how many years is a decade? 100 years. Yes, yes. Okay. So you write down, or up to here you write down. If you want to write, or if you want to take screenshot, you just write down up to here. Be a little bit quick. Okay. Today's 2 class we will be solving 3 numericals. Write down the formula. Write down the notations. Write down the notations also. Written? Everyone is finished writing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let us proceed to the numerical. Okay. You can write the you write down the numerical problem. You write down. Predict the population for the years 1980, 1990, and 2000 from the following census figures of a town by arithmetic increase method. By arithmetic increase method. And here you write down the year. This is also a part of the question. Okay, this part write down. Year and population is given. In 1930 population is 25,000. In 1940 population is 28,000. In 1950 it is 34,000. In 1960 it is 42,000, and in 1970 it is 47,000. You will also find this in your ERP. Okay, I have uploaded this numerical there. You can find it here. Now you can do it roughly also. Okay, so let's see the solution. Okay, okay, you make three columns like this. You make three columns. Year, the first column will be year, then population, and then you write increase in population. That is your X. Increase in population X bar. Sorry, not X. It will be X bar. Up to here you write down the years, you write down, and the populations you write down like this: 25, 28, 34, 42, 47. You write down the population and the year. It is already mentioned in the question. We will see what is done in the third column. Done?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, everyone is done, right? The others are so silent. Okay, okay. So let us see. Okay, so you have made three columns. Okay, then your first one is your year, then the second one is your population, and the third one you have to remember, you have to find out the X bar, because in the population you have seen one. Sorry, in the formula you have seen here, this is your formula. Okay, and here this X bar, you need to first find out from the table. Okay, so populations you have written 19 in question. It is given from 1930 to 1970. So here 1930 to 1970 we have put it down. Okay, and accordingly the populations also we have put it down from the question. Okay, so now in the X bar, what it is done here is that you have to suppose you have to minus this, the second population minus your first population. Means for this you have to 28,000, okay, minus 25,000. Okay, so here it is 3,000. Did you understand? The first one you leave blank, okay? You need to minus the second to the first. So here it is 28,000 minus 25,000. You got 3,000. Again 34,000 minus 28,000. You are getting 6,000. Am I clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then again, what will be the next one? It will be 42,000 minus 34,000. You are getting 8,000. Okay, then last is what? 47,000 minus 42,000. You are getting 5,000. You just need to minus the last to the minus to the first. Two populations you have to take, okay? Like first you need to minus this, okay? Then you need to minus again this, then minus for this one, and last is this one. You write it down, or you can write it down like this. If you consider this as P1, suppose this is P2, okay, this is P3, this is suppose P4, this is P5, okay. So what it is done here, it is P2 minus P1, okay. Then again here it is P3 minus P2, okay. Here again P4 minus P3. Then here last is your P5 minus P4. Okay, like this you can remember. If you don't remember, you can remember like this also. Okay, everyone, and am I clear up to here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then you need to, for the x bar, you need to, since there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 x bars are here, so you need to find out the mean. Okay, so how to find out the mean? You calculate the sum. Okay, you add it up, you add the whole x bar, then you divide it by its mean, that is it will be divided by 4. Okay, since 4 you are 4 value you are getting here, so it will be divided by 4. Okay, first you will add it up, add it the 3,000 plus 6,000 plus 8,000 plus 5,000. Okay, you will get 22,000. And then for the x bar, final x bar value, that is your average increase per decade, you have to divide it by 4, since it is your 4 numbers are here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if here it was 5, then you will divide it by 5. Okay, you have to count the numbers, how many are here, 1, 2, 3, 4, so it is your 4. So what will you will get? You will get 5,500.
500.
Okay, so now you have got your x bar, so you can start your numerical. Okay, so by your arithmetic increase method formula, this is your formula. Okay, so what we need to find out in question, it is given to find out the 1980, 1990 and 2000. Okay, and your last population is what? 1970. Okay, so now in your formula, this is your formula. Okay, here this Pn, I already told, this Pn means you have to whatever in question the year is given, you will write that year. Okay, so it is your 1980. You are told to find out P 1980. Okay, then what is P naught? P naught is the last known population. So what is your last known population? It is in the year 1970. Okay,
70.
yes, in your question it is already, in your question you see the last population it is 1970. So population was what? 47,000. Okay, that is your last known population. So here you see population we are taking, 1970s population we are taking, plus n x bar. X bar you already got 5500. And what is n? N here it is 1 decade. Okay, since you can see in the question, like here 1930, then 1940, then 1950, one decade is here, isn't it? Yes, am I clear to you? Can you see him?
Yes.
It is 1930, then again 1940, then 1950, 1960. So one decade gap is here. So we will be taking your n here to be 1 decade. Okay. So we are taking it to be 1 decade. So we will put n is equal to 1. Here 40 population of 1970, it is 47,000, we already know, plus n is we have taken 1 decade, so it is 1. Next is your 55, the n x bar is your 55,000. Okay, so we, after calculating, we will get your 52,500. Okay, now 1980 population we got it to be 52,500. You can calculate by yourself also. Are you getting the same value?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next we will find out P 1990. Same thing, everything is same. Only here the decade will change. Okay, here it is told in the question, it is told to find out 1990. Okay, and the last known population we already, it is it will also be same, like it is for 1970. Okay, and from 1970 to 1990, how many decades are there? Two. Yes, 2 decades, like 70, 80, 90. So two is there. Okay, so here it will be your 2 decades. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Then you find out this one also. And for your 2000 population, the decade will be what? Only the
3.
decade will change. It will be your 3. Since it is 2000, you are told to find 2000 population. Okay, your population for the year 2000, and your last known population is 1970. So you minus it. Okay, you minus it, you will get your decade to be 3. Okay, so it is your 63,500 is your final answer. Other things are same. So you see, you have understood or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Others, have you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. If it is clear, then it's very good.
Again.
Hmm. Finish writing. Shall I go to the next one? Geometric increase method.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So geometric increase method you write down. Topic you give. For now, you can write down the formula. The other thing you will get in your ERP.
Ma'am, we
Yeah,
do
I can.
table
I
the
cannot
last
hear you. What?
numerical. We will fill up the numbers in the table. The population which we got, we will fill up in the table.
Sorry, I didn't get you. Can you just repeat?
Like there is table incremental increase in the table.
Incremental
Oh,
increase.
oh no, no, no.
Which one?
Oh, mistake.
Okay, okay, no problem. Okay, geometric increase method, you write down the heading and you write down the formula. You write down this formula. Pn is equal to P naught 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power small n. And you can write this. Already explained, okay, of where geometric increase method is used. It is used in a city where the population it is increasing day by day, where it is rapidly growing. Okay, rapidly growing large cities, geometric increase method is used. If this meeting ends, you again join. We will continue. Okay, then after that, finally you can take a break. Okay, because if it starts at 10, then this will automatically get disconnected at 10:50 or 10:45. Okay, so you can take a break up to your 11:15 class. We will just continue.
Ma'am, attendance.
Attendance, I will take this one in the next class. Okay, next class means if this meeting ends, the next. Okay, after we complete, we will take the attendance. Everything matters is your only the knowledge, isn't it? Attendance is secondary thing. Whoever is not present, it is your fault. They will not learn.
Ma'am, no attendance, no exam.
Yeah, it matters in college, right? But the main thing always remember is your knowledge, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Never come to college to only for attendance. Just come to college so that you think that we are coming today, we will learn some new things. Okay, that should be your aim at least. Okay, so you have finished writing? I hope
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
finished. Okay, so let us proceed to the numerical. Okay, same numerical. Same numerical. You see, the values are same, I guess. Just compare it. The values are same, right? Just see in your copy and this part. 1930.
Yeah. Yes, same.
It's same, right? Okay. So no need to write the numerical again. Okay. No need to write the numerical again. The same problem you can understand by yourself also. Okay. So you just make one table first, like 4 column table, like this. This 4 column. This one. Here population, increase in population, that is your X bar, and growth rate R percent. And you write up to here, everything is same. Here, increase in population. Okay, in 5 minutes it will end. Okay, no problem. In your first arithmetic increase method, you have learned up to here, right? So how you got
Yes, ma'am.
3,000, 6,000. So you write everything same up to here. Your population, increase in population. Okay, I guess you have written. Okay, so now we have already learned how to find out the increase in population. So now let us see how to find out the growth rate, that is your R. Okay, because in the formula we have one term, you can see, that is your R. Okay, R is your growth rate. So your up to here, you know, okay, up to here you know that 3,000 you got it like minusing, no, 28,000 minus your 25,000, you got your 3,000. Now for growth rate, you divide the increase in population, okay, by your first known population. Okay, so here 3,000 divided by 25,000. 25,000 is what is your what? The first population, that is 1930. Known population is what? 25,000. Okay, so you divide it by 25,000 and we want the growth rate in percentage, so we will multiply by 100. Okay, then you will get 12%. The notation will be in percentage. Similarly, you do for all this. For 6,000 divided by 25,000 into 100. 8,000 divided by 25,000 into 100. Okay, just divide it by your first population and multiply it by 100. Just wait. There is something wrong, I guess. I don't think it should be the first population. I think this one should be 28,000. Okay, just wait. Let me. You have calculator with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Just calculate it by putting 6,000 divided by 28,000. 28,000 here.
Wait,
What you
divided
get?
by
6,000 divided by 28,000
8.214.
into 100 you have done.
No.
You 6,000 divided
1.4.
21.4 are you getting?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then I'm correct. It should not be the first population always. That's why I'm thinking this one, it should be 28,000. Okay, this population. Okay, this population. Then again for 8,000, it will be divided by 34,000.
Okay.
34. What is your next? It is 42. 5,000 divided by 42. Now you see and calculate if it comes or not. This answers it comes or not.
Let's